Hey everybody, so welcome to the studio. I work here at Plaid in the content studio, and we are over the top excited with the relaunch of Martha Stewart Craft Paints. We have relaunched about 2 weeks ago. March is National Craft Month, so we got super excited that the timing worked out, and we're relaunching this fabulous line of paints, stencils, tools, stamps, even fabulous surfaces, all handpicked by Martha Stewart, and we're excited to relaunch that to you guys during the month of March, which is National Craft Month. So if you've joined us for the last couple weeks, we are just wanting to overwhelm you and excite you with all of the possibilities. We have 12 paint sets, we have beautiful stencils and stamps and tools, and new to this line is surfaces. We have fabulous high quality wood, surfaces that are great for all of your crafting Martha inspired projects. What we want to do today that is a little bit different is really dive into a craft. Spring is right around the corner. Easter is right around the corner. Martha Stewart celebrates seasons better than anybody. She inspires, she decorates, she does tabletop, she does home decor. So what we want to do today is actually craft with you guys. So what we have done is we have just picked two of our favorite products. One is a stencil kit that is called Florals and Fauna, and what you get is, this is just an example, that you get floral designs, you get butterflies, you get stamps and stencils, you get patterns that repeat beautifully to create kind of a wallpaper fabric full coverage design. You get borders, you get so much in the stencil kit that we're using today, and it's perfect for spring. And then we are gonna focus on one paint set. I know I mentioned we have 12. We've got the perfect paint set for everybody, but this is Spring Blooms, and what better paint set to decorate eggs and start your spring decorating than a Spring Blooms paint set. So the combination of those two is what we'll use to craft these adorable decorative eggs that you can use for decor, for table setting. You can put them as a centerpiece, so much that you can do. So what I want to show you guys real quick is what you get when you order a stencil set. In Martha style, you get this beautiful bag, you get this cute little sticker. Of course, it feels fancy because Martha Stewart is the best at inspiring. So with each stencil set, you get inspiration. You get this beautiful booklet. It inspires you. It shows you color palettes. Oh, it gives you techniques. It gives you the basics on how to stencil, how to stamp, how to load two colors, what tools work best with what. So you really get everything that you need, plus all of the inspiration. You get suggestions for other color palettes. So everything you need to get started, whether you're a crafter, whether you're wondering why Martha likes one tool or over another, all of that is included. And then, rather than just getting one design, sometimes when you buy a stencil, you get just a butterfly and then you get just a floral. She has done all of the hard work. She has decided that these stamps, the design elements, work perfectly with all of the stencils that she is going to provide. You get 4 sheets. And again, I think I mentioned, you get an overall pattern, you get larger design elements, you get border elements, several different border elements. You get little designs that are great for accenting smaller projects. More bugs and butterflies, again, larger designs. She really has thought of and handpicked every design element so that the possibilities of what you can craft are endless. Okay, so we're going to combine, again, one stencil kit and one paint set just to begin our spring and Easter crafting. And I want to show you how easy it is to craft with what you get in the kit. So you get the tools. Martha loves a stencil brush for some applications. She loves a dauber and a sponge spouncer for different applications. The tools are so versatile. You can wash them, reuse them over and over again. I just want you to kind of see why she has picked these specific tools for all of your crafting needs. Okay, So we're going to create these cute little Easter eggs, and what I'm going to do is just basically go through the stencils and just kind of decide what element I want to repeat on my eggs. Obviously the big designs are great for home decor, or a sign we'll make later to match our spring decor, but I think I'm going to go with the small elements that are in this repeat pattern. So really quickly about the stencils are adhesive. They're reusable. If you wash them with soap and water, it stays sticky, so you can reuse these over and over and over again. They're already cut apart for you, so each element is separate from the other one so that you can use that on a different surface. They are firm enough to not bleed, but they are flexible enough to go around a curved surface. So those little details, working with the Martha team and the Plaid team, those little details make stenciling a success for every level of crafter. So what I'm going to do, and remember, use these stencils as reusable. They're not a one-time use. You'll keep these forever, but be creative with what you're going to use. So this is an overall design that I can repeat on a larger surface, but I can also separate those little design elements and use on a cute little project like these Easter eggs. So what I'm going to do is I am going to cut apart just the corner elements. I can always replace it and allow it to work on the repeat pattern, but I love working with the smaller design for these Easter eggs. So I'm cutting out my favorite flower, and then I'm going to go on this side. I'm cutting them apart on the adhesive backing so that you can have that matching up with your stencil when you reuse them again and again. And then I'm going to sneak that little flower right there. And those are the only two design elements that we're going to use on our Easter egg collection. For any of you that follow Martha Stewart, she has the gift of creating something so simple, so unique, but it's just so elegant at the same time. It's just a simple pattern, a simple pop of color. Something so simple is so elegant with Martha Stewart. Okay, so what we're going to do, we've got these eggs. I am going to base coat these with the dauber. The dauber is perfect. It's better than a brush for base coating because you get full coverage and you don't have any brush strokes. It's such a perfect tool, whether you're base coating a large wood surface, a small egg, even a candlestick that's got all those nooks and crannies and curves. Using this technique for a base coat is so easy, so clean, and the coverage is incredible. It dries smooth and perfect. I also want to show you, using this same tool, how easy it is to blend and shade a background. A brush is always a good staple, but when you find a tool that's a little bit better, it allows you to have an easier application and a smoother base coat. That's the gift of what Martha has done. She's allowed us to think outside of the box and create tools that are perfect for so many applications. So I didn't clean that in water. I just went into the darker color. You want to pounce any extra paint off on your palette when using the Martha tools. You don't want too much paint. That's why you get that really smooth and beautiful application. I'm going to go back and forth in the light and the dark blue and just soften where those two colors meet. But this, to create an ombre blended and shaded like this, that would be so hard to do with a paintbrush. But with the Martha Stewart paint tools, it's so easy. Okay, I'm going to set that over there to dry. And then I'm going to show you how easy it is to stencil. All right, so we've base coated these eggs. Again, I just picked a light and a dark value. The paint sets are perfect because Martha, again, has done all of the hard work. She is guaranteed when you're buying a paint set that the light pink and the dark pink blend beautifully together. So all you have to do is pick the two shades out of the paint set, blend those together, and you're guaranteed to get beautiful results. So I've applied that also with the Martha Stewart tool. Let that dry, and now I'm just going to repeat this really cute pattern. Remove the backing. It's clear backing that protects the adhesive. And then I'm going to just simply place that on the light pink top section. And you can see that adhesive is great. You don't have to wrap it all the way around. It will wrap all the way around. You can see how beautiful it attaches to your surface. But I'm just using the smaller flower, so I'm going to allow the adhesive to attach just around that design. I'm using the smaller dauber. I'm pouncing that in the dark pink, and always offloading any extra paint onto your palette. You dip into the paint and then you offload. A great tip for stenciling, whether it's a large design, a small design, whether you're using a stencil brush, a dauber, or a sponge, less paint will give you perfect results. Less paint will give you perfect results every time. You always dip into the paint and then offload on your palette or a paper towel. If you do that, you're guaranteed to get beautiful results. And then you just pounce up and down. Again, there's very little paint on the tool. And look at the beautiful little pattern that you get. You do not need to wash your stencil between each application. You just want to repeat, allow the adhesive to grab your surface. You can see I'm not loading any more paint, because the success of stenciling, honestly, is very, very little paint. If you ever meet someone that doesn't love stenciling, the reason is no one ever told them that less paint gives you perfect results. And look at that beautiful pattern. And again, the gift of crafting, being inspired by Martha Stewart, is that something so simple can be elevated to be so beautiful. So you would complete this little grouping of eggs, and look how beautiful that collection is. Grouping them together, the colors are picked for you, the colors are perfect. The little elements within the stencil that we chose to use, you know by buying the kits that everything is going to match and coordinate and be just beautiful. So I love the way that turned out. A cute little pattern, tone on tone, and a great way to begin decorating for spring and Easter. So everybody, thanks so much for joining us. We are excited to finally get crafting. Join us every week. We'll be live here on Facebook. We'll be introducing you to all the Martha products. We'll be diving into trend and palettes and so much more. We've got stencil designs, we've got surfaces. So please join us every week for the very exciting relaunch of the Martha Stewart Craft Paints. See you guys next time.